Hi everybody, it's Jessica back here with another activity. This time I have another dramatic play activity. It's a helicopter activity. Before the Christmas break, there was quite a few kids who were very interested in helicopters, and we're trying to make their own helicopters out of whatever materials they could find and pretend they were flying around. So based on their interests and their ideas, I tried to make my own out of a cardboard box I had laying around. It might not be 100% accurate, but I think it's pretty good to keep them interested and as well as keeping them learning as well. So what I have here is an empty box, and I have an old broomstick. I took the broomstick and I duct taped it to the side of the box so that it's quite secure and hoping that it won't come off. And on the top of the broomstick, I ended up adding the main rotor blade. I went to the dollar store, I bought some foam board, and I cut out my own rotor blade. I added a pool noodle to keep it secure and as well as it can spin. So I cut two pieces off of a pool noodle, you can see here at the bottom and at the top. I cut slices off and I sliced them down the middle so they could open and fit around the broomstick. Underneath the pool noodle, I put a piece of duct tape sticky side up and then put the pool noodle over top so that would help keep it sticky and secure to have some friction against the broomstick. And then I wrapped a piece of duct tape around it to try to keep it closed and so that the kids can't take it off and on. I added on the main rotor blade and labeled it main rotor blade to add some extra literacy and some knowledge about helicopters for the kids to keep them learning. I also put one underneath just so that in case the kids who are shorter want to try to read something and they can't read the one on the top. In the back here, I have two tail rotors. I labeled them tail rotors as well. I did the exact same thing but using a mop stick instead. And I taped it to the side of the box to keep it secure and added two pieces of pool noodles as well. And those ones spin once again. I labeled them tail rotors to add some extra literacy and some knowledge about helicopters. I wanted to give them extra rotors to work with as well so that there was more than one so that the kids weren't arguing over who got to spin which one. Give them extra things to work with. On the side of the box here, I labeled it helicopter for some extra literacy, some reading, some practice sounding out words. And on the side here, we have that it is helicopter ABCD model number 1234. And I also added and labeled cockpit and gas. These are things added for extra literacy and learning as well, just to keep the kids interested. And as they're learning and they're playing, they have no idea that they're learning along the way. I also added a door that can easily open and close. I didn't want any of the kids trying to climb in and out of the box. I thought it would be a tripping hazard, so I thought an easy access door would be helpful for them to be able to get in and out of the box. I added some materials for the kids inside the helicopter in a basket, trying to stick with the helicopter theme. I added some donuts from one of our toys. The kids can pretend they're steering wheels. They're different colors as well to help us interested in colors, keep us learning about our colors. And then I also added some binoculars and some walkie-talkies. I picked up more than one of these at the dollar store. Having more than one toy is really good for being able to keep the kids interested in playing so they're not fighting over the one thing. Then a basket over here on the side. I like to add things like hats and safety vests to go along with our helicopter theme. I also added some army hats that I found at the dollar store. Those were quite neat. The kids really like those. I have cowboy hats and some nice fedoras. And we use our firefighter coats as safety vests, and we also have a safety vest here. So this was a lot of work to put together, but it was also quite fun, and I think the kids will enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed it as well, and maybe it'll give you lots of ideas to help maybe put together something for your kids as well. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope you've enjoyed it.